ସୂର୍ଯ୍ୟ ଏଇଟା ଗୁଲାମ ଫୁଲ ସମେଶ୍ୱର ଭରାତ ଚେଙ୍ଗ ଚନ୍ଦ୍ର ଫୁଲ କୁମାଂଶ।
More than a century ago, our story begins at Chitrakara Street in Parlakhemundi. I have a special attachment with Chitrakara Street as I was born here at a heritage home in the early 1970s. Though long before my birth, the Gajapati Maharaja of Parlakhemundi had passed away, I grew up listening to his stories and contributions for the formation of separate Odisha province from my maternal grandparents and relatives. Sri Krishna Chandra Gajapati had an English school teacher during his childhood who was a British Saheb named Cameron Morrison. The Saheb had a great fascination for Ganjapa, Parlakhemundi's traditional playing cards. Maharaja decided to gift him a collector's set of Ganjapa. The work was commissioned to Chitrakara Vaishnava Mahapatra. Mr. Morrison is depicted thrice on the box as a Saheb hunting tiger and waterfowls. The packs included 6 sets of Lord Vishnu's incarnations, including Vamana, Jagannath, Balarama, Narasimha, and Rama suits. The box has an inscription identifying the artist Vaishnava Mahapatra of Chitrakara Street, Parlakhemundi. Today, the set is in a private collection in Vermont, the United States of America. A century later, while in a trip to Ganjam, accidentally I discovered natives playing Ganjapa cards in a temple courtyard at Digapandi. Before this discovery, I had the impression that the art of playing Ganjapa was almost extinct. The game of Ganjifa as the 8-suited pack of cards used in play originated in Persia, modern-day Iran, at the beginning of the 15th century. However, at its origin country, the tradition is lost because of the Orthodox Shah Abbas II, 17th century, banned the game. Mughals brought the game to India in 1527. There were 8 suits, which in Odia is called Ashtarangi. These are Ghulam, servant, Taj, crown, Shamsher, sword, Ashrafi, gold coin, Chang, harp, Bharat, gold coin, Tanka, silver coin, and Kuimas, merchandise. Surprisingly, the names used in Digapandi Ashtarangi are almost identical. Chang becomes Chenga, Shamsher is Someshwara, and Kuimas is Kumancha. During Akbar's time, the gold coins were designated as surk, gold, and silver coin, safed silver. At Digapandi, they are identified as the sun, Surya, and moon, Chandra. If the game is played in the morning, it starts with sun, and if it starts in the night, it begins with moon. The Mughal Ganjifa cards were known for the depiction of a variety of subjects similar to what we find in miniature paintings. There are subjects like performances by acrobats, wrestlers, swordsmen, musicians and dancers, performing animals, fights between elephants and also birds such as bulbul. There are drinking parties, scenes of hunting and soldiers marching or ferrying in a boat and Islamic scholars studying in a madrasa. No one knows how and when Ganjifa arrived in Odisha and became Ganjapa, but one interesting derivative is the Mughal Wazir turning into Arjuna and Mir becoming Vishnu as Navagunjara. Other packs show Krishna on the Mir and Balarama or Radha on the Wazir, or the Mir may be a temple chariot and the Wazir on an elephant or a horse. One of the earliest Odia Ganjapa series that had evolved in Puri is Astamala, the 8 deeds of the young Krishna, in which he conquers various demons. Eventually, other series were also introduced, such as the Ramayana and the more popular Dasavatara. The Dasavatar series was first introduced in Deccan in the 17th century and was brought to Puri with the Marathas. Matsya, Kuruma, Baraha, Narasimha, Vamana, Parsurama and Rama were the key avatars shown in the Ganjifa. The next two in Odisha were Balarama and Jagannath. The 10th is Kalkin, Vishnu's final appearance when he will come on his horse to end the evil of the present age. Apart from Puri, Gajapati and Ganjam in southern Odisha and Sonpur in western Odisha were established as a major production and playing centers of Ganjapa cards. Smallest in sizes, the Sonpur suit is based on the protagonist of the Ramayana. With 6 suits representing Rama and his allies Lakshmana, Hanuman, Sugriva, Jambavan and Vibhishana, and the other 6 Ravana, his son Indrajit and his generals. The suit signs are a monkey, a bear, a variety of weapons, and the Gandhamardana hill. The Ganjapa cards of Odisha are hand painted on paper and cloth canvases. They are round. Earlier paints were used from organic material, but now commercially produced paints are mainly used. Ganjapa in Odisha was once widely popular. A charming illustration from a palm leaf manuscript of the Lavanyavati romance by the poet Upendra Bhanja shows a card game in progress. Hi friends, so I hope you enjoyed the video on Ganjipa card, which is called Ganjapa in Odisha. So the main aspect of this film was storytelling. Stories move your soul, not the information. They make you intellectual, but they will not be able to move your soul. They will not be able to take you to yet another realm. So this is what I feel always, the presentation has to have a very strong element of stories. So when we think of Ganjapa card, so our attention come to Odisha, and of course the film is based on Odisha. So in this film, what I have tried to show that Odisha never stood in isolation. So it has been always perceived that Odisha stood in isolations. It coexisted with other regions of India, such as the Deccan Plateau, South India, Western India, North India, the Gangetic Plain, Western India. So there were always ideas flowing, and that is how Odia culture and Odia identities have evolved. So Ganjipa or Ganjapa, what we call in Odia, is a very interesting metaphor to show the pluralistic aspect of Odisha, the coexistence of ideas in Odisha in the historical time, which came from Persia, in the 16th century, as we have seen in the film. The idea of Ganjifa came from Persia with the Mughals, and then it was adopted in the Hindu culture. So this is how I think the idea of India, when we talk about the idea of India, this is how India's pluralistic ideas evolved with intermingling of ideas, with fusion of ideas across regions. So ideas were flowing from West Asia, from Southeast Asia, from Central Asia to India, as well as Indian ideas were also flowing, being exchanged with the neighboring regions. So when the Mughals brought in the idea of Mughal Ganjifa cards, so they had never thought that how it would evolve over Hindustan. So in the Deccan, for the first time, the Hindus adopted it, and they transformed into the Dasavatara series, which we are strongly associated with. The Hindus are strongly associated with Vishnu's Dasavatar. And with the Marathas, it came to Odisha, first to Puri, where already there was an existence. There was a culture of Patchitra, so which were being offered to the Jatris, the pilgrims who were coming to Puri during the Anasara time of Jagannath, Lord Jagannath. So, and already there was a mural tradition, there was already painting traditions, and that was adopted to the Ganjifa card and Ganjapa card. And as the Gadajat system evolved in different parts of Odisha, including Gajapatis and Sonpur in western part of Odisha, and Mayurbhanj and all, or Dhenkanal in central Odisha. So the idea of Ganjipa also moved, and especially the kings of the Gajapati king of Pallakemdi, where I was born, and I have shown here also. He was very fascinated with this tradition, and we see that how it evolved in Pallakemdi, and then from there it spread. And then we have a very interesting variations of Ganjifa cards in Odisha, or Ganjapa cards in Odisha. And unfortunately, it is almost gone. The idea of playing, the art of playing of Ganjapa is almost gone. Only except Digapandi and in Pallakemdi also, I am told, and in some people in Puri they play. So it has remained in very secluded isolation in different parts of southern Odisha and Puri. But what made me very fascinating is that how it talked about the stories of pluralistic Odisha, the coexistence of Odisha, the ideas that were flowing in from different parts of to Odisha, and how local ideas and other ideas, they merged, they got fused, and evolved with the idea of Ganjapa. So this is what I wanted to tell. Thank you so much, and we must respect India's pluralistic diversity. We must practice tolerance, and these are the aspects of Hinduism. These are the aspects of Hindustan, which is being practiced from the time of Indus Valley civilizations or even earlier. So this is what I want to say. Thank you so much.